Good Sunday morning, everyone. Taking a live look out over downtown Denver. Just waiting for that sun to come up. Yesterday was so chilly, and I thought that I could get away with it, you guys, and be outside a little bit, and then that breeze would come through, and I was like, ooh, this is uncomfortable.
It was deceptively cold.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, today's going to be much nicer, though.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good news.
You always bring the good news on Sundays.
I know. On Sundays, I'm here to bring the good news, and I'm here to bring the sunshine today.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thanks so much for waking up early with us. I'm Mark, Nusha, Greg, and some good news
and
from
very,
Greg
very
today.
good news. Yeah, we're in for a high temperature of 55, 56 degrees, plenty of sunshine, not as much of a breeze either.
Okay.
But we also have winter weather advisories for the western mountain range.
Because why not have all
of it?
Yeah.
It's Colorado, right? I mean, there's a little bit of everything always. Yeah, let's get a look at the forecast right now as we are in for, as I said, a pretty nice day. But we do have to talk about the fact that we do have a winter weather advisory and winter storm watches in effect for our friends along the western slope. Temperatures right now in the upper teens and lower 20s. Once again, all as we get ready for a very nice day today. But if you are out and about this morning, you'll certainly need at least a winter jacket, hat, and gloves, most likely. 5 to 10 miles per hour right now in Denver, calm in Lyman and in Greeley. You take a trip down the I-25 corridor, 5 to 10 miles per hour as well out towards Colorado Springs. High temperatures for today, 55 and sunny, not too bad at all. Actually, this is closer to average for this time of the year, but still a nice day to get out and about. Winds coming out of the southwest, anywhere between 5 to 15 miles per hour. And as we head through the rest of this week, sunny but cool again, especially in the morning. Much warmer as we head through the rest of this week. And then we're going to be moderating as well, along with some of that mountain snowfall. Details coming up.
Greg. Well, police in Aurora are still looking for the person this morning. They say he shot at two boys just 10 and 11 years old this weekend because they were shooting a toy gun, a gel blaster water gun, at cars that were passing by. One boy was hurt but is expected to be okay. James Fahey, the father of one of the boys, says that they were playing with these toy guns in the yard. They fire small and colorful water pellets that pop on impact. He was outside moving things around in the garage when he says the boys went through a gate to get onto the sidewalk of Alameda Parkway and then fired at the cars. According to Aurora police, someone in one of those cars fired back. Fahey's son was okay, but his friend, a 10-year-old, was grazed in the leg and taken to the hospital by his parents.
You know, the person was trying to just scare the boys, shooting at them, and didn't intentionally try to shoot him, or if that was his intent. But either way, I think that, you know, that's ridiculous.
So all we know about the person who shot at them is that they were in a white Subaru hatchback. Police still don't know if it was a firearm or a pellet gun. We did get in contact with the parent of the boy who had their leg grazed, and they said the boy will be okay, but is understandably shaken up.
We still have little information about why police in Englewood shot and killed a man on Saturday. Police say they responded to a call of someone threatening to rob a person at a motel. Police say it started with a call about a man at the Lucky You Motel pointing a handgun at someone and threatening to shoot them. Police say the person ran off. Officers found a man they're calling a suspect nearby and chased him to Oxford Avenue and South Broadway. Police didn't share much about what happened next, just that an officer fired and hit the man. He died at the hospital. Police say only one officer fired their weapon, and that officer was not hurt. Comcast and Altitude Sports are settling an antitrust lawsuit, but it does nothing to bring the Avs and Nuggets games back to customers' TVs. New this morning, Altitude responded to Comcast in a statement saying, in part, Comcast consistently makes clear it does not care about hundreds of thousands of fans who continue to pay excessive cable and internet fees in hopes of having Altitude put back on the air. It's been 3 years since Comcast stopped carrying Altitude Sports. They claim Comcast was trying to price them out, treating them as competition, hence the antitrust lawsuit. The details of the settlement are confidential.
Well, Asian Americans are experiencing harassment at the highest levels right now, but they're also the least likely to report it, according to Hate Free Colorado. The Asian Roundtable of Colorado is trying to address this by encouraging conversations between the community and the police. The question that is being asked right now is, what can we do to feel safer in our communities? Organizers of the event say it is all about building trust with police so that more bias-motivated or hate crimes are reported. It is important for a community that often feels unheard or dismissed to continue to speak up and share their experiences.
When I'm out in the world, I expect to be harassed, targeted, and that's not okay for people to just think that that's part of everyday normal life now, right?
The group is hoping to raise awareness that will help other people of color as well experiencing similar pain. In this story on 9news.com, you're going to find resources on what to do if you're facing harassment and the hotlines that are aimed at the AAPI community in different languages.
This week, the Supreme Court will hear a crucial case about Colorado's water. The focus is on whether the Navajo Nation is entitled to more of the rights of the Colorado River. Colorado and other states that rely on the Colorado River are asking the Supreme Court to block a lawsuit from the tribe. About a third of the Navajo Nation homes don't have running water because the tribe says the federal government isn't giving them enough. They're claiming the government broke its promise to give them enough water, and they want water from the Colorado River to fix it. The Biden administration is arguing the law doesn't require them to do anything. Colorado and other states say there's not enough water to go around to everyone. The Supreme Court is set to hear arguments in this case starting tomorrow.
Buffalo have long been considered a sacred animal by many tribal nations, but many of those nations have lost their bison herd.
35 bison that began their journeys in Genesee, Colorado, are now heading to indigenous lands. 9 News reporter Angeline McCall explores this effort is bringing healing.
Hello, good morning, relatives. We're here today to transfer the bison to some tribal nations.
For generations, bison have been separated from the land they once roamed.
And after we brought the buffalo back, then the elders said, now our tribal members can heal. Now everything's going to go good for us now.
This moment is finally what so many have been waiting for themselves and their future generations.
It's about healing. It's about reconnecting to the earth in a good way.
Dr. Richard Grounds is from the Yuchi Nation. They lost their herd of bison over 170 years ago.
So part of our process is to reconnect to the land in the traditional ways, the plants and animals, the medicines, and that means also reconnecting to the buffalo.
For the first time, buffalo will return to Dr. Grounds' native land in Oklahoma.
We feel that important connection is being restored, and it's reconnecting us to the land. So it's both a spiritual connection, but it's also joyous and direct and right, connecting us to directly on the land.
The chance their ancestors didn't have to see buffalo is now what the future generations get to see.
We ask our ancestors to watch upon us and lead our young people as we move forward in all we do.
This can be a way to restore our culture slowly but surely, because there's a lot of stuff that are gone from our culture.
Students from the American Indian Academy of Denver know the importance.
It's really good that the buffalo are coming back.
Finally, the beginning of the buffalo's return home.
I'm glad to go to a free country or whatever beats me into going home.
Angela McCall, 9 News.
The 35 bison are going to be going to 5 different tribal nations. Up until now, they've been raised to the Denver Mountain Park's conservation effort.
Colorado is establishing a new emissions initiative, and our state is the first state in the country to do it.